Set for 3 by 3 minute rounds, Armenia versus Ukraine from inside the Yoyogi Arena in Tokyo, Japan. The K-1 World Max Final 16 for the right to join Denge Silva and Romano Buckboard in the final 8 on July 7. Hnatchuk goes in as a big underdog here. Can he pull off an upset as we just saw from Romano Buckboard over Challenge? Michael Chevello, Stuart Fulton with you. Hnatchuk in the blue gloves. Can Akopyan live up to the hype? Particularly the hype established by Chingiz Alazon. Both men in orthodox stance. It may be only a matter of time before Baba Yaga pulls the pin on those punches of his. Jab to inside leg kick there from Akopyan. Knee. Got to be careful not to hold though. Hnatchuk. Gloves high on Akopyan, as they'll need to be, plastered to the side of his head. And still both men just tipping their toes in the proverbial waters here, Stuart.
Hnatchuk said something very interesting which will strike home with a lot of fighters around the world. He said, sometimes you win against a strong opponent and sometimes you struggle against an opponent you thought you could beat. That describes his mentality, his deep understanding of the fight game right there.
I had a good chat with Diego Voltalin yesterday. There was a quiet confidence for the head coach from Lottatori Gym, believing their man can pull off what would be considered a major upset here. 22-2-1 record on Hnatchuk. Looks for the outside lead thigh, trying to drop it at the lower quadriceps, inside thigh to the femoral profunda there from Akopyan. They tango back against the ropes. Referee gives a slap and a tickle and breaks them. Looking for the body shot of Akopyan. As I said, he's got those marauding body shots, the liver shots to Zhora Akopyan. Hnatchuk is absolutely ripped here. Christmas tree on the back, shredded deltoids and biceps, more muscles than a seafood buffet. Switches stance momentarily to throw the hook out of southpaw, but will stay mostly in his preferred orthodox.
Both of these men similar in age, similar in height, similar in experience. So many questions coming into this.
Counter right hand from Hnatchuk. Put Akopyan on the back foot, gave the Armenian a taste. Akopyan actually was born in Georgia. Also has a Belarusian background as well. 3-punch combination from Hnatchuk. Body shot. Hook. Hybrid overhand right there from Akopyan. Hnatchuk certainly showing no respect to the favourite Akopyan. People have said there's a little bit of Giorgio Petrosian-esque style about Akopyan when he fights. So they are neighbours, of course, in Milan. Good friends. Almost getting tied up in the ropes. One round down for the right to join Denge Silva, Romano Buckboard in the final 8. To be drawn tomorrow right here in Tokyo. I'll be joined in that draw by my K-1 Battlecast podcast co-host, Jonathan Scher. Make sure you download all the episodes of K-1 Battlecast, the official podcast of K-1. So many special guests this week. We've been speaking to the 2-time K-1 Max champion, Andy Sauer. Andy won his first K-1 Max title in 2005, beat Kararuamaki, Yasuhiro and Buakawa in the final. And of course, he repeated in 2007, beat Gago Drago, Albert Kraus and Masato in one night. He's our guest this week on K-1 Battlecast.
Everybody watching around the world, get on those hashtags. What do you think of this match? How do you think it's going? Who's your favorite in the tournament? Let us know.
Hnatchuk giving a very good account of himself thus far. Second round set for 3, 1 extra round in case of a draw, 3 knockdowns in 1 round, it's all over. Front kick early on from Hnatchuk off the lead leg. Outside leg kick from Akopyan. You want to be dropping those leg kicks down on a 45-degree angle if you can, and hitting with the shin as opposed to the top of the foot. You don't want to hear a slap on those leg kicks, you want to hear a thud, Stuart. That's when you know they've hurt.
Yeah, that sickly bone right through the muscle into bone. It's a game changer.
Akopyan on the outside. Drifting counterclockwise, jab to overhand right. The jab landed the right, didn't for Akopyan. Staying in the corner here. Can Hnatchuk keep him there? The Ukrainian with the body shot, nice clubbing right hand. Body shot again from Hnatchuk. Akopyan weaves under, now slides off to his left, puts Hnatchuk in the corner. Hnatchuk immediately back to centering. Didn't want to stay there against Akopyan. He knows Akopyan's a sharpshooter.
Back to the center of the ring now. Things were getting dangerous up against the ropes there. I really like that combination that Akopyan threw earlier. The body on the left and then the punch upstairs on the other side.
Hnatchuk, who speaks fluent Italian, did so at the press conference yesterday, is receiving instructions from his corner in Italian. Lead right hand, nicely done. Jumping knee! Hnatchuk gets airborne momentarily. Roundhouse kick. There's been a lack of kicking from Baba Yaga in this fight. It's been mostly boxing and the occasional knee. Backs off Akopyan with that left hand. There's a high left round. Perhaps the corner of talent to really kicks into play here. 1 minute remaining, second of 3. Good right hand from Hnatchuk.
Big pressure from the Ukrainian hook. Hnatchuk, he is not afraid whatsoever of Akopyan.
Overhand right, hoping for the headache maker, Akopyan, and rocks the head back again. 3 in a row there from Akopyan, now loading up the heavy artillery. Not just going to be reaching for the Tylenol if he doesn't stop blocking those. Stiff again from Akopyan, overhand right once more. He is hoping Hnatchuk drops that lead hand.
Akopyan is throwing hard. He doesn't care about the guard of Hnatchuk. He is just blasted in there.
Uppercut off the left hand from Akopyan. What a way to end the round for Zhora Akopyan. The bewitching nobleman, the bewitching prince. Misses with that one. Baiting Hnatchuk here, hands around the waist, as casual as you like. That royal air about Zhora Akopyan. Speaking to all these fighters during the week, and I mean all of them, they all grew up watching K-1 and K-1 Max. Whether they had to find, pirated videos back in the late 1990s, early 2000s from friends or from local video stores. Sorry, you millennials, there were things back then known as video stores, Blockbuster. It's ancient history now, I know. Or whether they caught some of the pay-per-views a little later on, but they all grew up admiring the likes of Albert Kraus, seems to have been the most popular. Then you hear Andy Sauer's name, Masato's name, Bada Hari, Peter Urch, Ernesto Hoost, they all idolize those guys. And when they got the call up to be a part of K-1, they jumped at it with open arms.
And not just the overseas fighters, the Japanese fighters, the native fighters, they have all been incredibly motivated by the K-1 Max days back in the day, and the rebirth of it has just revived a whole new generation.
And the man who invented it all in 1993, Kancho Ishii, right here ringside, along with many other K-1 celebrities, including Bob Sapp is here, Peter Urch is here, Masato's here. Sexyama's here as well. A high left round kick there from Akopyan. Right hand, leads up with it, shoots the jab in across. The power, the aggressor meter has been turned up by Zhora Akopyan. Can Hnatchuk stay with him? Right hand lead again there from Akopyan. Shakes it off, dances out of the way. Front kick from the Armenian, goes counterclockwise. Stop! Little Ukrainian ballet there from Hnatchuk. Baba Yaga, body shot, uppercut, missed the target. Akopyan wore it all. Nothing phases this Armenian.
I'd love to see Hnatchuk backing him up there. That's what he has to do. But Akopyan, whenever he takes a shot, he fires back incredibly quickly.
Outside leg kick from Baba Yaga. There's one from Akopyan, went to the back leg. Always harder to strike the back leg than the lead leg. Especially for an orthodox fighter. Nice left hand from Akopyan, timed it well over the top of the right glove. Body shot to outside leg kick. The speed of Zhora Akopyan on that combination. Overhand right between the eyes. Akopyan's putting on a show. Spinning back fist from Hnatchuk. Akopyan is special, Stuart.
He is ferocious combinations, and he just strings them together one after the other.
You can see why Chingiz Alazov lavished so much praise on Zhora Akopyan. Named him as a favourite to take out the K-1 Max this year. Overhand right to a left hand from Akopyan. Defense against the knee. Clean jab, clean hook scoring for Zhora Akopyan. And I dare say time is ticking down for Hnatchuk. I believe he's behind, at least he is on our scorecards. Island round from Akopyan. Not afraid to carry the hands around the waist against the man of the boxing prowess of Baba Yaga. Big body shot, smack bang into the liver section. Oh, he drops him! He drops him! That was an absolute harpoon of a right hand down the center corridor. Baba Yaga went down. The count goes to 8. And that's the end. And Zhora Akopyan will go through the final out. There can be no doubt. He'll join Dinge Silva and Romano Buckboard.
Absolutely loving the combinations of Zhora Akopyan. Not for want of trying. Taras Hnatchuk doing his very best out there. No back down in him at all. But my word, Akopyan is levels.
No doubt it'll be a unanimous decision the way of Akopyan.
ジャッジ豊永30対28赤アカペン。ジャッジ水谷30対28赤アカペン。ジャッジ梅木30対27赤ペン。以上判定3対0をもちまして勝者
As Stuart Fulton said, there are levels to this game. Zhora Akopyan, more levels than Avicii in that contest. Unanimous decision, he glides royally through to the final 8 right here at Yoyogi on July 7. 3 fighters through. They are Dinge Silva of Brazil, Romano Buckboard of Suriname, and now Zhora Akopyan of Armenia. Again, the draw will be done live tomorrow afternoon, Japanese time, on K-1's YouTube channel. Don't miss it, because the 8 fighters, or 7, will decide their fate. There's a wild card who will be announced shortly. We don't know who the wild card will be. We know the fans have been asking for the likes of Noiri, Kaito, Bestati, for Alazov, for Marek Grigorian. But we are not sure who the 8th wild card will be quite yet. That man, though, will be back here on July 7, Zhora Akopyan. By the way, folks, if there is a name you think you'd like to see as the wild card in the final 8, we want to know about it. Use X, use your social media platforms, the hashtag K1Max, K1WorldMax. Let us know right now. Also, you can tweet directly. You can use the K1 Battlecast tweet. You can also use the K1 Worldwide tweet, which is at K1_Reboot. Let us know who you want as the wild card in the K1 Max Final 8.